My name is Robert Levine. I'm a journalist, the former executive editor of Billboard magazine, and I just wrote a book called Free Ride: How the Internet is Destroying the Culture Business and How the Culture Business Could Fight Back. The first thing we need to do is start enforcing the laws as they are. There's a lot of interesting proposals to change copyright law. I think some of them are really smart. I think others are really silly. But one of my problems is that a lot of the proposals I hear from people who are against copyright, they don't actually involve changing the law, they involve not enforcing the law. So if you were gonna say, I wanna create a bigger safe space for fair use, I'm all in favor of that. If you wanna lower the length of copyright, I'm fine with that. But too often what I hear is, we wanna increase safe harbors. We wanna decrease intermediary liability. But to me, what that means isn't you're changing the law. What that means is you're making it very, very difficult to enforce the law as it is. You know, one of the things that they're talking about in the US is what they call a small claims court for copyright. So let's say I want to enforce my rights. There's two big problems. The problem people talk about is that, oh my God, the highest penalty for copyright infringement is $150,000. Do you want to sue little kids for $150,000? Not at all. The part people don't talk about is that in order to get that $150,000, I could easily go through $200,000 in legal costs. And what I'd like to do, what I would like to do is not have to sue anybody ever because people respect my rights. That's a fantasy. Let's get real. What I would like to do is have a way to spend $100 to sue somebody for $500. It's enough money that it hurts, they won't do it again. It's enough money that I'm not gonna sue people just for fun, but artists who have no money can do it. I think that's what we need. But aside from the US Copyright Office, I don't see a lot of people working on that. But I think that one thing that is promising is sort of private agreements. In the US, you had ISPs basically agree to some monitoring system where if people are caught downloading a certain amount, they'll be subject to some penalty after a number of warnings. Presumably involves slowing internet access, not cutting people off from the internet. I think that's a good thing. I don't think it's going to be as big a deal as anyone thinks. I don't think it's going to cut infringement as much as some people would like. And I don't think it's going to impact people as harshly as other people might imagine. I think a lot of parents are going to get notices from telephone companies and yell at their kids. But I don't think that's a terrible thing. I don't think that's as big a deal as people think. What you're seeing is piracy moves more and more to cyber lockers. And now we have to find a way to cut down on some of these cyber lockers.